Welcome to Rolling Intentions. My name is Jason. Today we have
Nagor, keeper of the chalice of the damned.
Brogan.
Mike.
Bobby.
Charles.
Dave.
yes, and you already said my name. So, and we're playing Spark the RPG. Spark the RPG by Jason Pitre. And this is our first video cast, so hooray for us. Yay, it's your faces.
See how much we screw up.
Now you Facebookers can screw off. Fucking messaging me all the time and saying, "We do this video. What are you all you on here for?" Anyways, like, subscribe, comment. Right. So we are playing the Neo Neon setting. For Spark, the RPG. Everybody sort of knows the rules, so we might have to go over them a little bit. And that's about it. So I guess the very first thing is we do is setting issues.
Yes, set the agendas and all that.
All that sort of stuff. Which is good because it's not going to take very much time. If we went ahead and did up the entire thing, apparently it takes like 2 hours just to set up.
Just to make the
the
setting.
world, right?
Now,
So
I really want to make our own setting sometimes because the rules look fantastic.
Yeah.
But
We will, definitely. Without a doubt.
Future play.
Yeah. So actually, can somebody else read this out? Because
Absolutely.
I'm very bad at reading.
Oh, okay, apparently I am.
Well, you raised your hand, right?
The Japanese colonization ship landed on the extrasolar planet of Shi Tateyama in 2236. Like the other corporate nation-states fleeing old Earth, Japan used remote planetary surveys to target their colonization efforts. This planet seemed to be just what they were looking for: a paradise with abundant water, a comfortable climate, and a vibrant biosphere. Once the colonists awoke from their decade-long cryo-freeze, they found the planet was far less pleasant than planetary surveys indicated. It was a planet of extreme mountains, nearly boiling sea-level temperatures, and harsh, corrosive tempests. The rain corroded most metal, and unusual electromagnetic characteristics at sea level fried most electronics. The Colonial Board of Directors made the decision to settle on the cooler, drier, and safer mountain peaks, with each corporation founding their own colony. The planet was poor in metals, with the rain dissolving most of the natural ore deposits. Earth-born livestock couldn't survive, and the only arable land was the harsh lowlands. The scientists produced genetically engineered humans called Hennemen to labor for the colonies. These Hennemen were sent down to the lowlands to grow rice, extract protein from the seas, and grow iron-hard black bamboo. Wandering devout androids delivered messages between villages, shrines, and great colony.
Perfect. So that's basically the setting. Thank you very much. Yay! Everybody give her a clap, everybody! Yay! Oh my god! Tension. All right.
So the idea is that the corrosive rain eats away at the iron and spreads it all over, so they grow iron skin bamboo everywhere. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Don't you know how to science? That's how it works.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be very science.
It's neo-science.
Yeah. Neo-science!
So we got a bunch of factions, and each faction, almost each faction, there's 4 big factions, and each of those control a colony. It's like, fuck you, huh?
Okay, so SCSI controls the Matsuo colony, the only domed city on the planet. The Fukuoka colony, controlled by EMBEI, is the economic center of the planet due to their extensive lowland territories. The underground Akashi colony was founded by Nakamura, so they could shield their sensitive electronics from the atmospheric EM radiation. Kita City is the political center of the planet, founded by Shirani on the highest mountain's peak. The lowlands are nearly
Inhospitable.
God damn it! Inhospitable for humanity. The average temperatures and humidity levels are equal to the most oppressive tropical jungles on old Earth. Worse still, acid storms ravage the landscape on a frequent basis. The local life forms are bizarre, fungal-animal hybrids with toxic flesh. Only the genetically engineered Hinnemen and the pious androids built from rare Terran alloys, can survive and work in this harsh environment. Independent outposts are scattered across the landscape. They are diverse and widespread. Smaller human corporate laboratories, Shinto shrines, Buddhist monasteries, secluded dojos, and trading posts.
So we got some radiation problems on the planet's surface. And we also have, what else do we have here? I'm guessing the lowlands are pretty much like you would die if you try to live there. I'm assuming. But it sounds like it's pretty bad. So
It sounds like if a human even wanders down there, they kind of have to take precautions.
like use a suit of some sort. Or whatever.
Oh fuck! There's a light rain.
Yeah, you almost need like a radiation suit or something.
Hazmat.
Yeah. The human are a rather different society. The human colonists need a way to keep their artificial servants obedient, and they do so by using idealized imagery of stories of Japan and old Earth to maintain control. These Hinomen were inducted as feudal peasants in service of the noble human clans. They were taught the importance of honor, service, and obedience for their superiors. In turn, the human clans promised to protect them against all external threats. Unfortunately, for the Hinomen, the humans rarely hold up their deal. Alright, so we've got setting the beliefs. Choose 3 beliefs for your game. Select a number of factions under those chosen beliefs equal to the number of people in your game. So here's the beliefs that we get to choose from. Technology will tame this world. We are nothing without our traditions. The greatest honor is to serve your clan. The secrets of this world will destroy us.
Looking at them all, the
We
fourth
choose
one
three.
is
We
the
choose
least-
3, yes.
Looking at them all, the fourth one is the least interesting to me.
I don't know. I think the secrets of this world will destroy us is pretty interesting. It kind of says, hey, if we look further into this, we might come across secrets we weren't supposed to know, or
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
it's kind of like if we look into, say, the fungus on the animals, maybe we'll discover that, there's really horrid biotechnology we can make with that.
Okay.
And we know these guys will use it, they figured out, so we can't not use it, but if we use it...
What do everybody think about for the secrets will destroy this world? Good or nay? Yay or nay?
I'm a yay.
Yeah.
Yay. And nay?
Sorry, Brogan.
Alright. We'll
I read into why that's there, and they're like, you can't see through the storms. It's bad. Like that's the
Why
primary
not
clan
confused?
under that.
So we got 2 more. So technology will tame this world. We are nothing without traditions, and the greatest honor is to serve your clan.
I know I definitely would like to have number 1 involved.
Yeah.
The greatest honor is to serve your clan. I like that.
So the technology will tame this world. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't forget,
Oh.
beliefs are also something we
Okay.
can refute.
Now we got 1 more left. We are nothing without traditions, or the greatest honor is to serve your clan.
Greatest honor is to serve your clan.
I'm actually more for we're nothing without traditions. I kind of want to see the society that is built that manages to keep the Hinomen as a lower class.
Alright, so we're gonna split this up. Who wants we are nothing without traditions? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the rest.
I'd go with we are nothing without our traditions. Above
Okay.
the other.
So
Yeah,
that's 3 versus
I'm pretty much good with either.
either. Okay.
Yes.
Well, then that's the one that doesn't get picked. Sorry.
Oh
We are
I'm
nothing
getting
without,
out
well. I
of
had a
my
good
way.
idea with that one.
We are nothing without our traditions, and the greatest honor is to serve your clan are sort of very
Yeah,
similar in
it's
that
really
their
the
traditions
same
involve
thing.
serving their clan.
Oh, yeah, but one kind of says you can disobey your clan, but here's the superstitions, why not? The other says you can't disobey your clan.
Technology will tame this world.
Yeah.
Now, we are nothing without traditions. The secrets of this world will destroy us. We've got a couple clans to pick from here.
It's just to jump to the left
Please, nobody wear a
To the
corset.
right.
and then step to the right.
We've got the clan MB or something, or EB or whatever it is. It's the Bioengineering Incorporated.
Am
I'm
I?
done.
Right, Emma, yeah. We've got SESI, which is the Environmental Systems, and we have the Dreamers.
I'll start.
Okay. So you pick a faction, right?
And we directly associate ourselves with the faction?
No, it's the factions that you want in the game.
Okay.
You don't really have to directly associate yourself.
Yeah, I think the Kenzai
Great,
sound
that's
pretty
stuck in my head
interesting.
now.
Okay.
They're originally the policing forces for the early colonies who do these, including
Damn
enforcement
Smurfs.
laws, whatever. Their firearms and stuff were corroded by the harsh corrosive rain, so they took up swords from the dwindling supplies of exotic Terran alloys.
Alright, can I read it? Because I'll need to know it because I'm
Yes.
sort of using them.
So I think we have the Kenzai.
The Kinsey, or Kenzai, is it? It
Yes.
is.
Kenzai.
We are nothing without traditions, is the setting belief. The mandate, to wield the honorable sword in service. And the face is Kinsei Hyuka?
Haruka.
Haruka, yeah. Kensei Haruka. A fearless and brash Ronin, dangerously eager to prove himself. Strengths, honorable duels and reconnaissance. Weaknesses, politically naive.
Alright, Seika Mercenaries.
Yes!
What?
I'll
Oh, the mercenaries. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I'm getting this. Okay.
This is why I'm not very good at poker.
You also wanted the Seika Mercenaries?
Well, he didn't know.
I have a feeling this is going to be a Lowlands campaign.
Oh, I think
Recession.
so. I think
Pretty
this...
likely.
Oh, man.
The secrets of this world will destroy us. Mandate. Active. To achieve complete military dominance of the planet.
Kikuchiyu.
Here we go.
Kikuchiyo. Yeah, Kikuchiyo the Cruel.
We'll just call him the cruel. Or the cruel one.
Hey, asshole.
Kiku. We'll call him Kiku.
Kikuchiyo. Yeah.
Hey, dick.
On the other hand, he's in a position of power.
But he probably got that from his big old pulp cannon that he got.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's
Yeah.
not so much in a position of power as he's trying to get into a position of power. He
He's
just
trying to
has-
dominate the world.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has some bandits. Appears to be like,
Banditry is his strength.
what's going on here? In that your initial agenda is to seize control of some mining villages.
Alright. So we'll set the agendas later. Alright, next is Brogan's choice.
And if it wasn't already obvious, I want Motoko Bioengineering.
Oh, wait, what?
I would like Motoko Bioengineering to be involved.
Hey, right up on the other side here.
Yeah, right here. Technology will tame the world, and their mandate is to terraform Shi Tateyama via genetic engineering. Moto Bioengineering Incorporated, based out of Fukuoka colony, it specializes in genetic engineering and the biological sciences. They're responsible for the creation of the Hinamen, servants, the iron-hard black bamboo, and the cultured rice necessary for human survival on Tateyama 4. Their face is Embe Yukiko Miki-sama, because 2 names was insufficient for him, I guess. A bitter and cynical scientist trying desperately to feed Fukuoka. Yeah. Couldn't have picked an English-speaking setting, could we? No, that'd be too easy.
Nope, now we get to look like fools.
Or like
Well,
French.
well, the other-
I know
We could have picked the
Well,
Montreal
but-
setting, but
no
I
French
don't know
when
how
you're
good
drunk.
everyone's French Canadian
I
is.
could get drunk.
How about the shrine tenders?
Ooh.
What do they do?
Their mandate is to maintain the roads and shrines for travelers.
Interesting. Okay, well let me break down the name. What's it called again?
The shrine tenders. A network of roadside Shinto shrines dot the countryside where travelers might pay respects to the kami. The caretakers, known as the shrine tenders, maintain and expand this network to bring good fortune to human colonists, android, and Hinomen alike. The shrine tenders double as a mail service, connecting the lowlands to the colonies through couriers. Their face is Ando 1573.
We can all pronounce that one.
And interesting. And what is he?
He's an android.
One of the many messenger androids seeking wisdom on the roads between villages. He has human emotions and a messenger for strengths, weaknesses.
Yeah, I'm going to break down the strengths.
It feels very interesting that the strengths of a character might be human emotions. Yes,
Human
let me roll on my human emotions. I display empathy.
All the strengths mean is that I get a bonus when.
I know.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I think I might go with the hostile natives.
Yes. Someone pick that one.
So, the setting belief is the secrets of this world will destroy us. The mandate is to destroy the invading 2 legs. The profile. These sentient beings are native to Shi Tateyama and are fighting back against the 2-pillar alien invaders. Fortunately for them, they are all but unknown to the human population. Okay. Face. The envoy. A swarm of tentacles, bound together like tumbleweed. His strengths are slaughter and acid storms. And his weaknesses are human communication.
It's a big murdering ball of tentacle monster, man.
Just saying.
That's about it.
Just saying, I'm not entirely comfortable with us playing a tentacle monster in a Japanese setting. So can we please handle this very maturely when we do handle it?
It will not be handled maturely. I'm just joking. Rank your GM's attributes. We didn't do that one. So, the GM has 4 attributes in which he portrays the setting. The body is physical attributes. The heart is social. The mind represents intellectual, and the spark represents the dramatic. In Pacific, the GM spark helps her frame scenes and gives a static bonus to all conflicts. So, every setting has one attribute, a particularly strong one and a particularly weak one in the group, suggest 4. How she uses the attributes to adjust the game. Strong heart means the setting is full of controversy and drama. The weak body means the society does not demand or reward physical attributes. When decisions are made, we rate great, we rate poor, which is 2 poors, and we rate 1 good. So, we got body, heart, mind, and spark. How do you guys want to go about doing this?
I would like to see heart rather high up there. I think I would like to see heart as the great.
Yeah, a lot of social interaction between all of the different native populations and warring factions we seem to have going on.
Okay, so everybody in agreement with a lot of stuff like that? Alright. So we're sitting at a good, so that means that goes right on up to, let's see, a D10.
The other one that I want to see really high is body.
Me
because
too.
we have mercenaries and we have the Kensei. I'd like to see some combat.
Definitely.
Okay. What are 2 things that we don't really care about?
I think spark and mind are going to have to be our pillars.
Yeah, we're kind of... I mean, we even have the bioengineering corps, but we're putting mind low. Oh, wow.
Well, the bioengineering corps, as it relates to the lowland, is actually they want to send an expedition to find new species.
We got all these nifty factions. Then we're going to start creating ties between them. So on a 5-player game, there should be 15 ties.
There should be or there can be?
There can be.
Okay, there's actually a tie I already have in mind.
Okay.
And I want that to be that the Sega mercenaries and the Shrine Keepers, is that what the faction's called?
Yep.
I want them to be in outright war with each other. Take in mind, outright war doesn't necessarily have to be, planning huge attacks all the time, because the mercenaries, their main strength is banditry, which kind of seems to indicate that they're still at that level. So they're taking out that outpost slowly around where they are. And the androids know who's doing it.
Okay, so they're invading their outpost, basically stealing messages that are meant for other people type of thing. They're interrupting communication. I can
taking
work
over
with that.
taking over their inns and pretending to still be the androids running it, and perhaps highway banditry, highway robbery from people using that network.
The mercenaries are funded by the corporation.
Which corporation?
Your
Bioengineering.
Bioengineering.
Ah.
So that's secretly or openly.
Secretly.
This is exactly what I wanted to do. Curse you. It's going to have them paying them for bringing us paying them freelance for bringing samples.
See, now you get something else.
Yeah.
I did the work for you.
Interesting. All right, Rogan.
I want the hostile aliens
Jesus Christ. All right.
to be infiltrating Moto Bioengineering. I want them to be
I was thinking something along the same lines, actually.
I want them to be getting captured as samples.
So Dr.
And,
Tentacle Beast,
I was thinking of
like brain snatchers or something.
well, actually, I was thinking more having them in some sort of secret communication with the envoys or with the Shriners.
Oh,
because they're at war, they're under attack by the mercenaries, right? And they're the ones who are truly neutral.
I just.
Well, yeah. So the Shriners are the only ones that are robotic and not biological, I guess.
Mm.
All right, Mike.
How about having the Kenseis then allied with the Shriners?
Sweet, so we have guns against swords and a couple of factions.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Back in the day.
Always bring a sword to a gunfight, man. That works out great.
Next, Bobby.
Alright, I'm going to say the Kensei are at outright war with the hostile natives that just sort of.
Okay.
So the
Isn't there a
Psycho.
faction then that hasn't been used?
There has to be one. The Shriners?
Yeah,
Aliens?
they're all used.
But the
Yeah.
Kensei came.
Oh, the Kensei are only used once.
Yeah.
No, they're used twice. They're at war with the natives and they're
They're
allied
each-
with the traders.
Each tie has
You're right.
two.
You're right.
Two,
You're
yeah.
right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And the Shriners, aren't they?
Yeah, the Kensei are aligned with the Shriners.
Alrighty. Next. Set initial agendas. Agendas are one-sentence statements of intent describing the majority of short-term goals the faction has to achieve. Each faction has 3 sample agendas. So select one of these for your first game. If the GM hasn't said anything at a time, each person on the table selects one.
I'm actually going to start with the Psycha, and I'm going to give them commit an atrocity on a village that refused to pay protection money.
Well then, interesting.
Alright, so I'm choosing to give an agenda to Moto.
Okay.
And they're going to try and create the first vat-bred Henneman with additional improvements.
Right?
I chose with the Kensei to investigate the destroyed village of Yakirana.
Good enough?
A shrine tender has located a bizarre purple artifact, seemingly shaped out of some entirely unknown material. Ooh.
What's its agenda?
That is the agenda.
Had it found it?
A shrine tender has located a bizarre
located,
purple
okay.
artifact, seemingly shaped out of some entirely unknown material. It is a hostile native agenda.
Ah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's nebulous.
That makes sense because they're at war with each other.
Well, the hostile
natives.
natives are at war with everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just their mandate is destroy the invading two legs.
true.
They have no allies.
Pass along secretly coded
Yeah.
messages between Hinman villages.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Probably against the Psycho.
Yeah, yeah. And who? No, against the yes, I guess.
Saika and Moto and pretty much everybody that's...
Everybody else, man.
Except for the Kensei.
yeah, the Kensei are... Well,
They're
the Kensei
allies.
are respected and feared.
Maybe even against the Kensei, manipulating them.
But that's not a tie that we specifically said yet. That could
Yeah.
change. Right?
Well, the Kensei are both allies and like subjugators, right?
Yes.
Oh, there can only be one tie between the same two factions, so actually their tie is that they're outright allies, right?
Yes.
So they're not manipulating
Well,
Well, right now.
right now.
Okay, so now we're doing. So I've got my stuff all done. Now it's time for you guys to finish up your stuff.
So first we need to pick a focus agenda that all of our characters will be involved with.
But now what we're doing, we have to choose one
Agenda.
particular agenda to do
The
this.
one I find most interesting is the hostile natives one, which is the shrine tenders have found the purple orb of a mysterious material.
Mysterious purple artifact.
I find
Of
that
unknown
interesting as
material
well.
on
But the one
purpose.
I was looking at was actually the one that Dave picked out, where the
Code
Shriners are going back to
messages.
the code messages.
Now this is only initial concepts focused upon agendas, and then you name your character. So we're only doing your focus concepts right now. So this could change later. This is not like the whole game is not based off this one agenda.
Yeah.
All these agendas are involved, but you guys are all linked to this one agenda somehow.
This is how we meet, and this is what determines that we will keep.
Right. And this is how the
Right.
starting frames will start
Yeah.
becoming set up. So
So what's your favorite agenda, Bobby?
I'm leaning more towards the artifact.
purple artifact thingy.
Dave?
Go for the artifact.
Artifact?
I'm good with the artifact.
Artifact?
I think the artifact is awesomely nebulous.
Okay. Artifact. Alright, everybody's artifact?
You're
We're
cool
gonna
with that,
circle.
Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said yes. So we're gonna circle the artifact thingy, which is on the other side here.
I like the code messages one more, but I still wasn't against
Okay,
the
yeah,
purple
either one,
artifact.
Code
So
messages are still involved, right?
Everybody create what?
I said because messages are still involved. It's still happening.
Everybody's in the.
This is
this,
what we're
this
focused
is
on
bullshit.
as characters to start.
Yeah, this is just the initial concept. Thank you very much. Alrighty, so everybody write down a concept, like based on the factions, based on everything, regarding that initial. Well, a shrine tender has located the bizarre purple artifact of unknown something and purpose.
Of
Meaning-
unknown
meaning and purpose.
material and purpose.
Material and purpose. Okay.
Just check the book. You can't read what I wrote.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just doing it just so people can choose. I can edit it out. So if you want to put yourself with a faction, or you want to become the hostile natives, and you certainly can. If you want to become a Kensei who's coming along as an ally, you certainly can. You can even be a mercenary that gets involved, who's seeking around, like finding other stuff. It's everything's involved. Every single faction is involved in this.
I think my character concept be a reference to pop culture here. To be like Zero from the Mega Man Zero series.
Sure.
Specifically, how he is in the Mega Man Zero series.
Sure. So you're an android?
Android and the Shrine Tenders. I'm one of the messengers who goes back and forth between different shrines carrying messages, and one of the more bodyguard types.
Yeah,
one of the
those
more
are-
heavy weapons types.
Alrighty. You wrote down something? What do you got?
The concept I want to go with is that I'm a Kensei escorting one of the shrine keepers involved with the finding of the artifact.
Perfect. Well, that's good right there. You guys are you guys could be tied together in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Zero has his, the whole lightsaber in the Mega Man Zero series, so maybe he has one of the Kensei blades in this one.
Excellent. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Alright. Anybody else got any more concepts?
I'm going for the opportunistic explorer / mercenary.
Oh.
So not an actual mercenary.
Is he
Mercenary,
tied to any
mercenary,
faction?
No. You know, like, do you remember like the Indiana Jones movies?
Yeah.
In I think Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they're doing that ship scene and.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to be indie. I want to be one of those opportunistic.
Oh, okay.
So I got a question then with that. Where does he hail from then? To before he became this type of individual, he had
One of the outposts.
Just-
colonies.
Just one of the million colonies. Which one in
Those
particular?
outposts, yeah.
So he's a Hinoman or a human? Or
He's a human. He's a human.
Is he human? So he has to wear like the suit and stuff.
I don't know. Does he?
Well, does he? Because it is kind of hostile, right? So like the acid rains and shit. So you would have to have protective survival gear, either suits or I guess some type of thing, an umbrella or something, that protects you against acid rain.
Or maybe you're just really, really uncomfortable all the time and know how to find shelter.
There
Yeah,
are
it could be
enviro
survivalist.
suits.
Yeah. Well,
This is a thing there is.
Yeah. Do you want like an enviro suit
I'll go
or?
with the environment. I'll go with the environment suit. Yeah.
Okay, so you have like a suit that you don't want punctured basically in its atmosphere because it's radiation stuff. Cool. Yeah.
There's radiation.
I forgot about that, but yeah, it mentions it several times.
Oh yeah, there's enviro suits, and one of the face guys, that's actually like his thing, is he wears this really old, ornate enviro suit.
Yeah. Well, it might not be orange. I mean, he can color it wherever he
No,
wants.
orange, ornate. Fancy.
Okay.
He wears an old, like, fancy, well-decorated enviro suit. That's what he does.
Okay.
So am I the only human then?
No.
Well, other than the android.
Actually.
The android, and you got him.
Yeah.
He's a Kensei, which is going to be what? A human? Or
What's it called?
Human?
Human.
Human?
Yeah.
Genetically altered human?
It
Three
was,
different races so far.
Oh,
I was thinking of playing a Hinoman as well.
Okay.
Sent from Moto to who has heard tales of something new coming up and wants to find out what it is.
Moto, hey? What kind of Moto, what kind of ties does Moto have here? Well, they are at war with the natives. Or they're being infiltrated by the natives, actually. And you're funding the mercenaries, okay.
Well, not me personally.
But you're not at war with anybody, so you're good.
I kind of see a story folding out here.
And I think Brogan's the last one right now.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go all out war. Be the Mr. Monster guys. Or save that one for me.
You know what? Yeah, I am going to be a hostile alien.
It's funny because the You guys wanted to have.
I think the artifact you recovered.
I don't think it's recovered yet. It's located.
No, you've got an artifact. It's purple. Like a shrine tender has a purple mysterious artifact. We know nothing about it beyond that.
Okay, so what's your character concept?
So I think the artifact that you guys recovered is going to be a religious icon for the hostile aliens. And the shrine tenders found it like within the proximity of one of their shrines.
Is it like a power source?
And have moved it. No, it's just a religious icon.
And I guess you want to study it.
Yes.
We
don't.
It's made out of a special rock that we consider the
But
rock
you're not
of...
linked to anything though, right?
Well, other than the fact that I have a different character concept, but
Okay.
It's made out of a special rock that we consider like the stone of the gods and can only be used for our religious artifacts and should never be moved from its shrine.
Perfect.
And they've moved it, and so now it's my job to recover it.
Sure, okay.
So, what's your character concept then, exactly?
That was my character concept. It was my job to recover that
Okay.
object.
Alright, so that's your concept. Write her down. Real quick. What's your name of character?
Jeki Sekimura.
Jackie Sekimura.
Japanese name.
Sure.
I'm gonna be Jin 1326.
Okay.
Jin is instead of an
Jin.
android made to look like a man, Jindroid made to look like a woman.
Okay, sure.
I think that's more interesting.
Sure.
You just like boobs.
Bun Bun Row.
Bun Bun Row, okay.
Bun Row.
Really?
Akane Takaroshi?
There you
Sure.
go.
What you said.
I'm not gonna Takaroshi. It's pretty good. Alright, so the next thing is everybody work together to help each player create 3 beliefs that drive their respective characters.
The outpost that Bun Bun Row is from believes that the colony's on the wrong planet.
Okay.
That's why the planet is harsher than what they actually
So it's
were
just
told to believe.
Or you can always say that the person who did the survey of the planet did it under malicious intent, or
maybe you can say we should be focusing all our resources on relocating.
I'm relocating.
I thought it was supposed to be like a fatalist statement.
I could be. It just says declarative statements.
No. I thought that his intention was a fatalistic statement.
Yeah, because there's no reference that they had the option of leaving the planet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's one
I
of
was
those
just
things
making
where
suggestions.
Yeah, like maybe there's
it's
the
like, we
options
weren't
there.
supposed to be here.
Yeah, totally. We're not supposed to be here. That's actually a
We're
statement
not
right
meant
there.
supposed
to be
to be on the
here.
next
We're
planet,
not
right?
supposed to be here. That by itself is a belief. We're not supposed to be here. That's something you can say in a heated argument. We're not supposed to be here. Shut up.
How about live and die by the sword?
Live and die by the sword. Perfect.
I think that my belief is going to be, what's that Asimov quote? Violence is the last refuge of the stupid. But basically it intends that you should never use violence, it should never be a refuge.
Okay.
How about words are the basis of knowledge? From my point of view, it'd be like if I were to discuss something, I wouldn't use my sword to just solve all my problems.
Anybody else got any written down yet?
If Moto had been in charge from the start, the world would be a lot better.
Okay. Perfect.
I want to have it be a little more interesting. Like it's never at any point written down that they can't. Really, their physical shape isn't even particularly defined beyond the envoy.
What about it's impossible for us to live in peace with the 2 legs?
Well, that's just sort of like their overall agenda is gotta kill them all. But I'm
So
sort
would-
of
that
thinking
would
I'll
still
be a
fall
little
under
less.
belief.
Yeah, but this
That's
is
an-
what your belief is.
Yeah, this is my character specifically, not
Yeah.
the race. I'm sort of thinking.
Did you got anything yet, Dave?
Yeah, we weren't supposed to be here, but
Oh yeah.
A slightly less aggressive
Later
belief.
on.
I think that my character believes that the invaders must be taken down from the inside.
Do they infect? Are they like parasites? Do they go inside of someone's mouth and be like, "Meow,"
Ooh.
and then they control their bodies? The tentacles are like.
I like that. I think that I think he should be kind of a body snatcher.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that most of them should just be like a single tentacle, like a body snatcher tentacle. They just sort of go into your mouth. And
Maybe you
you're
are
like,
you're a tentacle of the envoy, and that's why you're like actually part of his body. He could send
we're like a
parts of
hive
his
mind
body.
when we're together.
Yeah, he can
and
just
I'm like a fraction of his consciousness
he just comes
now.
off him and then slithers away and then just slides into somebody or attached to the back of the neck or whatever, and you just take control of the body.
No, I go through the ear. Like the fucking brain
Yerks.
termites in Star Wars, in Star Trek.
Okay.
Wrath
Sounds
of
like
Khan.
Animorphs.
Okay.
The Yerks, yeah.
So you're like little brain termites.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
The old ways are obsolete.
Ooh, whoa.
We must not forsake our gods.
You two will get along. The old ways are obsolete. Are you sure you're not from like a defect from the bio group or whatever?
Could be.
Okay.
Alright, we'll go with that then.
Yeah. I think if we can just left them and then went on your own adventure.
Yeah. Maybe like the intelligence stamping gene was
Yeah,
active.
because these guys were like, let's get down here, let's study everything, and they get the science thing on the go. You're like, no, but we're not supposed to be here. Let's move on. Like, why are we even settled here in the first place? And they'd be like, I don't mind him. And you're like, well, fine, I'll go find my own way off this planet.
I think my last belief will be we should not be interfering with the native life forms.
Jesus, alright.
I got my last one. We must not forsake the gods, so it's kind of an opposite of him. Where I do believe in the old gods and the current traditions that we have right now.
So there is an invasion going on, though, with the natives. They're invading the biotech labs. That's the other thing that's
infiltrating.
happening. Infiltrating.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but
So
With
they
the body
don't know.
snatcher thing.
I'm not
That's the point, is we're
necessarily
secretly infiltrating.
Nice.
I'm not necessarily aware of these hostile natives. I might be talking about any life forms on the planet.
True.
That's true, because technically those hostile natives are still...
That's right. There's
So
only
the
one.
unknown
There's only one
humans.
group. That's right. That's how they're unknown because
We're a faction.
And
Yeah.
you know, they might not
'Cause
not be the only sentient group even.
Oh, it
but
totally is because there was like fungal. They were talking about
Yeah.
fungal like
life forms.
life
So
forms.
there's definitely non-sentient life forms out there.
Definitely. All
And
right.
he might be the refutation to my belief.
Let's see. Maybe you can come up with peace with them.
It's imperative to avoid conflict at all costs.
Ooh, is that your thing?
No, I'm just saying that, man.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
what I actually.
That's what I believe in real life.
Yeah, just,
Well, I think it's a stupid belief, and we should refute it.
okay.
Okay. Nice. All right. So, how's everybody else going here?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
So my other beliefs. The first was the invaders must be taken down from the inside. The second, respect and animosity are deeply entwined. You must always respect your opponent or your enemy.
Okay.
And the final one is, my life and the envoys are one. Through the envoy, I am immortal. As long as the envoy is alive, I can't die.
Well, that's what you believe.
That's what I believe. So my life is nothing as long as the envoy is alive.
Interesting.
I will sacrifice myself for the good of the envoy,
Interesting. Okay.
because I am but a piece of it.
True enough. All right. Your third one?
Oh, my third one is we should not be interfering with the native life forms.
right.
Transparent and openness are critical. Violence is the last refuge.
Right.
That being said, my body is my highest stat. I'm thinking ahead, and probably out of order.
I'll go with the opposite. We actually need to work with...
Huh?
We need to work with any intelligent life that we find here.
We need to work with the mercenaries to destroy all life.
No, the opposite of Charles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right? I think that the only reasonable way to get off this, or at least to move forward, is to work with and embrace our alien friends.
Okay.
Yes, embrace us.
Not necessarily him,
Group hug!
but
Yeah, but alien friends in general.
there could be other aliens. Well,
Yeah,
obviously there are other
there
aliens,
are.
but...
Totally are.
And I think my final one will be, it is possible to set up a comfortable life on this planet
Oh, okay.
with enough science.
Interesting, because you guys are in controversy then. That's great.
No, we're not. I'm sorry. We're right.
What?
you and her, because you want to get off the planet, and she's like, no, this place can be, we can
No,
fix
he
it.
doesn't want to get
What
off
is
the
the
planet.
factions?
But he wants you stuck on the planet.
Oh, but
right?
he wants to get off.
But he just wants everybody else to know that they're on the wrong planet.
I think maybe I should change my second one.
And the settings beliefs were technology will tame this world, which I think somebody wrote that up. The other one was we are nothing without traditions, which I think you pretty much went with.
Yep.
and the secrets of this world destroy us. Which I
That's
think,
probably me.
yeah, which you sort of went into. I think, yeah, everybody else sort of went the opposite way of no, the secrets of this world will help us. We don't need to worry about that. So, changing your second one?
Yeah, transparency and openness are critical. I don't think that clashes with my faction enough.
Yeah.
It could in the future, but not currently.
Yeah.
So I think I'm changing.
The mandates is what you need to clash against, or to set.
Yeah. Sorry, the mandates.
Yeah.
So.
And right after this part here, I think is when we after the talents is when we go have a break.
Alright.
Trade is important for everyone's survival.
And then we do the personal question history, which I guess that's still kind of. Sorry, what was that?
Trade is important for everyone's survival.
Perfect. Okay.
And that, kind of goes in with the roads.
Perfect. Okay, so everybody right now has 7 points, and so attributes consist of whatever. If you have a high heart, your scholars. Characters with athletic characters have a high body. Social characters have a high heart. Scholars have a high mind, and supporting characters should have a high spark.
My body is high.
Mm-hmm.
My heart is good.
Mm-hmm.
And my mind and spark are decent.
Poor?
Or whatever.
Yeah, well, if it's done at 1 point up, it's poor.
Oh, well. My body is great. My heart is good. My mind and spark are poor.
Yeah, just keep in mind that spark allows you to sort of direct how the game goes a little bit more so than the rest of it, right? So spark is good.
I'm Sparky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to spit out yours then?
I have a great spark,
Yeah.
a good heart,
Mm-hmm.
and a poor mind and body, because I'm a squishy tentacle, and without the combined thought process of everybody in the envoy,
Yeah.
I'm not that bright.
Gotcha. And you fill yours?
Alright, I've got a great heart, a good body, and a poor mind and spark.
Okay. What's the D10 level called?
It's great.
Oh. Okay, I thought great was D12. Okay. I have a great.
Great. No, that's not great. D10s are great.
Oh,
Okay.
well then what's
D12? I don't know. Excellent, I guess.
Okay.
Just something
Really
down.
great.
You have
Whatever.
3.
I have a.
Just keep it simple. You have a 3 in.
I have a D10 in body, a D8 in heart and spark, and a D4 in mind. My android, my gynoid, was not made for. He was made for carrying stuff between tries,
Not really
not
thinking
for
for it.
thinking.
Okay, and
D4 spark, D10 mind. What am I here? Is that a D8? What the hell is that?
if it's the one up, yeah, level 3 is D8.
Alright.
the hexagon?
Yeah, but it doesn't look like
It doesn't.
It really doesn't.
Alright,
Well,
so anyway, D8 for body and heart.
if you kind of look at it from this angle, it kind of does, but I don't see why you would illustrate
it
it like
doesn't.
that.
I'm not sure. But either way, it's
Alright, so either way, D8 in body and heart.
There are 3 types of talents. There are broad talents, common talents, and deep talents. Broad talents represent an understanding of a wide range of topics. Someone might require talents. Now, there is a list of suggested talents in the book, so you can come take a look at it. Common talents are talents that are focused upon a particular subject or matter. When in doubt, they assume the talent are common in scope. Deep talents represent a specialization or particular subdiscipline or application of skill. So, an example would be like English, science, and politics as broad. The common would be literature, biology, and elections. Sorry, let's see electrons. Deep talents would be golden age science fiction, genetic analysis, and small claims court. Right, those are specializations. So you get one. You add 1 anytime one of your raw talents are involved. You add 2 when your common talents are involved. You add 3 when your deep talents are involved. If all 3 are involved in a single roll, you get +6.
You can only involve 1 broad talent, 1 common talent, 1 deep talent each.
Correct.
So I think that as a mail carrier, I might be very familiar with the hostile and otherwise life forms along the roads.
Okay.
So I'm thinking biology is broad talent. Shiitakeyama biology is common talent, ? And in particular forest animals is my deep talent there. So tying that one
they're forests?
specialization all together. I think that there's fungal forests.
Fungal forests.
Yeah, just giant towers of fungal.
Mushrooms?
Yes.
Like American
Mushrooms?
Brothers? Like the mushroom
Mushrooms
kingdom?
are more those things that grow to the side like rotting logs, like the,
I was hinting at that shape, but yeah, sure.
right.
I'm mature.
And how many talents do we get again?
7.
Yeah, 7. Speak, politics, religion, science.
I'm a
Sociology.
tentacle. What kind of talents do tentacles have?
It's the same thing. Like, for instance, manipulation could be like a common talent, but then social engineering could be your general broad talent. I don't know.
Ooh, I like working from manipulation, and we'll have evasion. I think I'd be very evady, being like all. You know what I imagine when I think of these guys? The nulls from Reboot.
So another combo sitting up there. I think I'm a mail carrier.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, common talent, I'm a combat escort. And my deep talent is that I'm a Kenzai trained swordsman.
Okay.
Swordswoman.
Okay.
Sword being.
Swords.
Swords.
You're just a sword.
I'm a guy who's a giant sword.
And what's the other thing you have?
Oh, forest animals, shiitakeyama biology and biology in general.
I chose for my broad talents melee, English, science, and exploration. My common talents I chose as swords and survival knowledge. Swords off of melee, survival knowledge off of exploration.
Sure, yeah.
So I know a lot about the surrounding area and how to survive in it. And
Your
my
deep talent?
deep talent is the use of my samurai blade.
Okay. Did the samurai blade. Cool.
So apparently biology is a common talent in this setting, so I should probably rethink that.
Yeah, that'd be science would be broad.
You're right. So science, specialty in biology, and specialty in forest animals, maybe?
You just know sciencey stuff, but biology is your specialty.
Native ecology actually is a deep talent there, and that would cover, I think, forest animals.
That's why I let everybody look at that, because they might get a better idea of like what the setting.
Yeah, what's deep in the setting? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanted to be exceptionally good at making one person angry at another, how would you word that?
Manipulation.
Well, no, that's just manipulation is the general. That's just making someone do something.
Oh,
If I want to specifically make them
incitement.
angry at someone else.
Incitement.
I like that. Perfect
It's
term.
a particular type of manipulation. Totally. Oh, you got yours?
I think so, yeah.
And what do you have for yours?
Alright, so for broad I have observation, wilderness, and Henneman. For common I have stealth and harvesting, and for deep I have lowland territories and wilderness exploration.
Perfect. So go around the table with each player answering one of the relationship questions from the list below. Keep going until each person has at least answered 2 or 3 questions about the Pacific PC.
There's one I do want to answer. Why do I trust a PC with my life? And I trust... What's your name again?
Jackie.
I trust Jackie with my life.
Jackie. Not Jackie. Jackie.
What do you say, Jackie?
Jackie?
Jackie. Jeki.
I trust Jackie with my life because he rescued my lifeless form from a... what kind of animal would have eaten me unsuccessfully?
I don't know.
Space
What's right
bear.
here? Common rage beast.
Okay, we're going to mix like a fungal spore or something. Fungal spore, beast. Or force of nature.
I like rage beast. Rage beast sounds ferocious.
Okay. Some kind of rage beast, fungal beast.
Maybe it's... How big is it? Like elephant? Bear?
I was thinking bear size.
A raging fungus.
Raging fungus, yeah.
Maybe it's just kind of like a bear that's completely covered with a fungus that covers the ground, so when it's lying there, you don't see it at all. It just looks like a small amount of dirt.
Perhaps its hide is exceptionally tough, and like it allows like that sort of platy fungus to grow on
And
it.
it's like
because it's
poisonous
got
to touch.
crevices.
It's kind of got a bad
What, they're
poison.
robots.
Android.
So I was just like... it was dead.
That's exactly what you did.
And you pulled my lifeless form back to a shrine where it could be, where the android there could fix me.
Sure, okay. That's an influence for you.
Okay.
What favor did the PC do to you?
Hold
you
on.
think we might have traveled together in the past?
I imagine so.
You're an
I
upper.
imagine all
All three of us have been wandering together before.
at some point or another.
Yeah, probably me and him regularly go off together, but whenever we're in the same town, heading the same direction, we'll say, well, 3 is safer than 2.
And I might have like encountered you at some point in the past.
Okay,
So
so
opportunistic.
what's your character's name? Bon, is it?
Bon Monroe.
Bon Ro. So a friend of ours, a common friend of ours, would be his character, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that would be a influence for both of us.
So we get more influence for the more we...
More you answer.
more we...
You are an opportunistic relic hunter person, yes? Or opportunistic mercenary, yes?
Well, mercenary principles, but opportunistic in general, yeah.
I'm wondering if perhaps we could be in we could have contracted you to assist me to get this artifact to some degree.
Or maybe you took over. You parasited his person that he was supposed to help out or something. Because
Is there a person who hired you? Like, I don't want to attack your fiction here.
no, he has to agree on it. So.
I'm not really clear on exactly how you are involved.
Try to see if that would work. Try to figure out if that would work or not. See, what would he actually gain out of it?
Next question is, what is the favor of the envoy worth on this planet? Really? I suppose it depends on who I'm controlling.
Oh right,
at
yeah,
any
you're
time.
about making allies and shit with other
Yeah.
races. Well, he might be one of your encounters.
Maybe
see
you
your
don't
counter.
even know that there's an envoy or such, you just know that animals attack you less now.
That's right.
Well, so it sort of depends. Did I meet him as a tentacle? Like one of the little null things? Or did I meet him while controlling someone?
Maybe you met him while controlling someone and made him a promise from the envoy without ever telling him that you were a sentient life form. Maybe you met a mysterious monk.
Maybe I'm going to be a prick. And maybe I met you as a tentacle and offered up one of my lab assistants.
Yeah! I like that.
Nice!
High five.
And that probably got you defected because you were like, gotta get out of here now.
Maybe he just helped you get to a lab assistant, and that was part of his plan for breaking out.
That's possible, but can we wait until we see like how that fits into the fiction?
Yeah, absolutely.
For now, let's say
I was putting that forward as a suggestion.
There's 2 that I actually had in mind there. I would particularly hate his faction because of their ability to take control of someone else. Where it says, where I have here from one of my beliefs, we must not forsake the old ways. One of the old ways could be the
Purity of body.
Yeah, exactly.
Purity of the body.
So by them invading the body, that
Yeah, that's like a disease.
here we go.
that needs to be purified.
Yeah.
I would say that you did me a favor by getting me a host.
Okay.
And how would I suffer from other PC comes to harm? Are either of you two the ones carrying the artifact?
I'm seeking to be carrying the artifact.
I don't think anybody has the artifact yet.
No, I think you do because you're the shrine tender.
Yeah, there's a
that-
shrine tender.
I
Everyone has the
might, I
artifact.
might not even know I have it. It might just be a package from one shrine to another.
Perfect. You're carrying it along. You're just like, oh, here's the package. I gotta carry to the next shrine to get. And you're like, oh, everybody else knows you have it apparently. Well, yeah. How would that work though? That
Yeah.
No one else would know that you have it.
Maybe he found out because he took over temporarily the body of the shrine.
Or he's drawn to it.
Ooh, nebulous-like,
Uh,
pulsating draw power.
There's a reason
Godstone.
they
I
started
like that.
worshipping it.
that's right.
Well, that's why it's Godstone. It pulsates with the power that draws us.
Or maybe it's like a moth to the flame.
Yeah,
And
Well,
you know,
we
We're all gonna
shake.
die.
yeah.
it could also be that there was like 15 of these packages sent out and only one of them really contains it, and I just happen to have that package.
Okay.
We're
Well,
just
you got me a body. I'm traveling with you.
True.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean we are still traveling together.
Oh, that's true. How long ago did this happen?
Like, what's going on? Like, I haven't.
That's the question.
What's the tie between Moto and the Shrine Tenders? Is there any direct tie?
Are you the kind of character who would be
None.
who would like keep old contacts on
There's no
for
time.
new jobs,
Can I have an
or are you the
overlooking
kind of person who
times?
jumps from job to job and doesn't really
Thanks
stick with
for
any
that.
particular faction at all? Knows names but doesn't have common haunts.
Yeah, that's pretty well it. I mean, he has a little book of people he could tap.
There you go.
Picturing Bert from Aliens.
Ah.
I think that perhaps Moto is giving the Shrine Tenders a large payment to for the Shrine Tenders to protect their field researcher going out here. And the Shrine Tenders are kind of like, well, it's not something we usually do.
You're aware Moto's funding Seke, right?
Yes. So there's they're planning kind of a political. They're hoping for Saika to attack the Shrine Tenders or something of that sort, or for there to be a conflict there that endangers.
Is it the fiction baggage, or are we talking about PC relationships?
I'm talking about PC relationships. I'm thinking that I will personally come to harm if she gets damaged by the Saika mercenaries or by the life
because
forms.
you would lose funding.
Yeah, because we would lose some of the funding there, and all of a sudden they'd have a political reason to grab the purple orb.
Okay, sure.
So
I'm
I'm putting
currently
such-
accompanying him, so I guess I'm protecting both of you.
So, everybody answer at least 2 questions of her?
I'm going to answer another one.
Oh no, wait, I did. Yeah, I answered 2.
Did you want to
At some
answer 3,
point in
or-
time,
No,
would your character
Influence for every
come
one
along
of
with
the
us, or is that
Possibly.
being tied in right now?
Well, she's coming along with you right now.
Okay.
So everybody's
So-
tied together here in a scene. It's just that everybody has different agendas.
Oh,
Yes.
totally
Okay.
different agendas.
I'm
But we're on the same agenda.
Dave, should we have met up earlier? Because I'm thinking like where I am Moto and you were at Moto.
Yeah, but he got out of Moto.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it could have been a history pass. I would say you did. What favor did another PC do for you between those two while you were in Moto? That'd be kind of interesting, hey? Or what personal sacrifice did you make to another PC? Okay.
Would you have let me go? I'm assuming that Moto is pretty strict.
Yeah, I would say.
Would you have possibly let me go when I went native?
Because he maybe is she that strict, or do you think she has a do you have a
Well-
kind heart as a character, or?
Well, like I do tend to avoid conflict, so like if especially if I didn't know like the severity of what he had done.
That, or maybe something happened and a gas leak happened, and because of the rampaging native, maybe Native did something and tried to kill everybody in the camp. So he pressed the button and gas went everywhere, but he was trapped in a room, and the only way he let him out was to press the button on the other side of the door.
Doesn't really matter much because it's
Yeah, but I sort of like I let you go, and then I sort of found out what was happening. I'm like, oh shit.
yeah. Anyway,
So that's an influence for you.
Yes.
Correct.
Makes sense.
one of the ones I wanted to add in. Probably at some point in time when he was traveling with me, or vice versa. He may have been looking at something or trying to get in contact with someone else at the time when we were together, and they went hostile on him, and I got in the way of it, and lost
Should the favor, is it?
an eye, personal sacrifice.
Oh, so you lost an
I
eye
lost an eye
to protect him.
to protect him.
So you're a one-eyed Kensei.
What's wrong with that?
Do you agree with that, Dave?
If
Or
you're
you- or
14
you're not
years
like that?
old,
If you don't have to agree with that.
I'm making a reference
Yeah,
to Masamune.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Because I'd rather he lose the eye than me.
Okay. So you get another influence.
Right?
Okay.
And actually, on that note, I think I've done you a favor in the past. It was probably protecting you that got me into that situation that got me eaten by a fungus bear.
Alrighty.
Have we decided a name for it?
Fungus
That would make
bear?
sense because I can
Rage.
picture you
Fungi
being-
bear.
Hmm?
Fungi bear.
Fungi bear.
Fungi bear.
Fungi bear?
Camel bear? Drop bear?
And the last thing is go around the table. Each player answers one of the following questions. Keep going around until each person has an answer, at least 2.
How did the faction inspire you to take up one of your beliefs? Where I believe words are the base of knowledge, I assist him by getting words back and forth between.
So that's how it works. Okay, that's another influence for you.
I hate her faction because they're interfering more than anyone else with the native life forms, and it's in fact their mandate.
I failingly obey Moto because I'm a Henneman and that's sort of my thing.
Okay. Influence each.
I
that
am
one.
going to vow to
It's always
destroy
kind
the
of
Moto
insert,
faction
Might be interesting to take a different one.
because they do
Another
not follow
influence.
the old ways.
Other influence.
I trust my faction. I trust the hostile aliens with my life because, as my beliefs state, the envoy is me.
Yeah.
I have vowed to destroy Moto because they are the biggest threat to our safety.
Right. And that's why that makes sense.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to say I'm afraid of the shrine tenders because I can't control them because they're robots.
Oh, right.
I hate his faction, want to destroy his faction. Both of us hate their faction.
Anybody else got the baggage done?
I thought we were only supposed to answer one question.
It's two or three.
It does?
Yes.
We can only gain a max of
So
5
game was one
influence.
influence per
Oh,
question. They answered
six
the maximum
total.
of 6.
You're right.
Alright, so I abandoned Moto. Because I don't need it.
maximum number of 6.
Makes sense.
I also kind of want to respect
So
Moto,
that's a
but
influence.
it feels metagamey. No, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say because Moto has been such a big threat to us, that's why I respect my enemies, because Moto is so clearly competent when we initially didn't believe they would be.
Okay, sure. That's fine. Just grab another influence.
Yeah, I like that.
Alrighty.
Because we've built now in the fiction that I have infiltrated Moto before.
I'm passionate about the mercenaries.
Oh, okay, how? Why?
Because they're sticking it to the man.
Okay.
They're just sort of mismarketed
You are such a hippie at heart, aren't you, Dave?
rebels
I'm afraid.
or freedom fighters.
I'm afraid of the Seika mercenaries.
'Kay.
Because they have managed to find a way to get to keep their pulse cannons working.
Yeah. They're apparently they kill you guys off.
Yeah, I'm also afraid
Yeah.
of Psycho Mercenaries.
They
because I am
assassinate
the
you
man.
guys.
They're very
Yeah.
technological in
You're in
considering the
war.
setting.
Yeah. and
That's why you
they're ready
need
to
the
kill you.
Kensei.
Yeah, they're ready to kill you.
And I'm
Yeah,
also afraid of
Kensei.
Psycho Mercenaries because I am the man and I don't want it to be
True.
stuck.
Though you do have. Though you guys
you
are funding them.
finance them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're on your side.
Yeah. But you could fear them still because they could turn on you any moment.
If I were you, I'd fear the Ronin who might find out that you've been financing them.
Oh, that's true.
That would be something to be concerned about.
I think ultimately Kensei are the ones who taught me to accept that violence is the last refuge, as opposed to going as quickly as possible from one place to another, avoiding treacherous routes or enemies such as the Seika. That has become a problem in my character.
Cool.
Yeah. So should we do the preludes after we come back from the break?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, and thank you for watching us. This is our very first video cast, and it's great to see all the support that we do get on YouTube, so we thought we would do this for everybody who asked us to do some video. We will have the gameplay session very soon, so be sure to check us out and come back. We would like to thank Jason Pitre for his support. Be sure to check out Jason Pitte's Kickstarter campaign. Keep an eye out for our next video cast. Hopefully it will be next week. Thanks for watching.